Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of TikTok Club, the podcast. Episode 8. I am your girl. And 2022 is about to end in the next few days. So today's topic is let's talk about 2022 and all about that we have been through for the whole year. The good and the bad, the ugly, the cute, and all the good stuff. So to help me talk about this episode, I have a great co-host today. Biggie boy Jenkins is in the building. All right, so let's kind of hop into it and kind of talk about it. We had a lot of death, the whole entire year. That's like one of the number one things that I kind of want to talk about today. Um, like a lot of great people, a lot of like actors, football players. The guy who's a dancer, what was it? That was on the Ellen show who committed suicide. Like that was the saddest part too. And then robbering, and then it was
a lot of rappers.
Rappers, yeah, that is true. One of the biggest rappers, in history, really, sadly have passed away. And then also, people like stealing kids and stuff, like the girl who stole the twins from Indiana, something like that, like stuff like that. So let's kind of talk about it, hop into it. Remember, y'all follow me on Instagram and on Facebook on TikTok Club the podcast, and make sure you can listen to this podcast on every platform you listen to your podcast. Every platform. So SPREAKER, Spotify, iHearT Radio, Apple Radio, all that good stuff. And now subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is TikTok Club the podcast on YouTube. So let's talk about it. So what is the number one thing that you want to leave behind in 2022?
For me,
Yeah.
I like to leave back any negative thoughts or anything that was negative that happened in 2022.
Yeah.
Move past it.
Right.
And basically pass that on to any brothers and sisters that I encounter in my movements throughout the day.
Right.
In 2023. It's all about self-motivation. If ain't nobody gonna uplift you but you, nobody gonna do it better than you. So always be at self-motivation, no matter how hard it get, the struggle or whatever. It's in you to motivate yourself.
Right.
Yep. Stay
but
determined.
it's a lot of people that really don't have like great let me say, well, how can I say this? Like great people around them to motivate them. Some people really don't have, they're not encouraged themselves enough to motivate themselves. They need other people around them, to feel motivated.
Yeah.
Some people really just lack on self motivation, or they lack on self love and stuff like that. So they need like other people to tell them, about positivity or to push forward. So and I think I kind of seen that a lot this whole entire year, where people are really not
Don't have somebody to go to.
Yeah, like mentally they're not okay. And like for me, like when I had my daughter, like I was the first time that I like not suffer from depression, but I feel depressed as hell. Like literally depressed to where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like and it was kind of weird that for me to get to that point, like, oh my God, I'm always like a strong minded person. So for me to kind of get to that point to think about it, I'm like, okay, this is not me, So I have to kind of get back to it. But that is true though. Negativity, for people that kind of like don't have anybody in your corner or anything like that, or family and friends that you don't have nobody to talk to, then I would suggest for you to kind of find somebody. You know what I'm saying?
And that could start out. It's easy. It could be somebody that work with you. It could be your neighbor. Even you could go to church. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you might not go to church all the time.
Yeah.
But it's the word. It's some word that you might hear that might put that motivation in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then somebody sitting next to you.
Right.
You might meet somebody on public transportation if you use public transportation every day.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. But it seems like a lot of people right now are just like up for themselves. They're not really like trying to like build nobody up. They're not trying to help nobody up. And it's like they're just like,
well, guess what?
Let me just stay right here in my corner, and like I'm not gonna help you out, and I'm not, nigga, you can do your own shit,
what they
stuff
say,
like
right?
that. But
you see the Mexicans, power is in numbers. If we stay bottled up and thinking we're gonna do it all on our own, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it wasn't built by one person. So even though you doing your thing, never forget about that next person, because that person might know something you don't know and might not be in that position you in. But by sharing them words, y'all both can elevate and come up together.
Yeah, but you said the key word: Hispanic, Mexicans.
No,
We.
this is what I'm saying. It's a lot that's been put into, block us.
Yeah.
But unity is happening. You know what I'm saying? It's coming, but it's not as rapid.
I think unity is already been there for other cultures,
But not for us, because
like
the
the
reasons.
Africans, Hispanic, Latinos, all that. We tend to, and I'm saying we because I know I'm Hispanic, but we tend to like stay together. But it seems like us of the African,
The
the black community are not really into that, and it seems like we kind of separate each other more and more and more. Like it's fine when we are talking about a non-black person doing certain things, but then when it's us, it's like, oh, it's fine, like that's the craziest shit that I have seen so far this whole freaking entire year. So
Right.
I don't know. I think it's bipolar.
I use that as an example, a good example of how we could be if we all united.
Yeah.
Because it's been so much put up against us when you go back into our history to keep us separated like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to overcome that, because now in these days of time it's so troubling. If we don't come together, the future generations won't know how to come together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to take the lead.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoever we have right now, that's good leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, what I'm saying, we get old and we die off. So if we don't grasp to what these people are saying,
yeah, that's true. That's
there's
really
nobody
true
for the next generation to follow in that righteous path.
I'm not gonna say like really follow the next generation.
No, I'm just saying to carry that
generation.
tradition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to big up each other and pull up the next one when they fall.
I just think that, and I don't want to be negative, because I think this is the topic where we're talking about being positive and all that stuff. I don't want to say that I'm being negative, but I'm like, I want to be optimistic, but at the same time it's like every single day you want to be positive about things like this, and every single day like our own people kind of disappoint us every single day, and it's like like we're trying to reach to like the promised land, and it's like it seems like further out, because we're making it so worse for each other. And I say we because we all have been have negative thoughts. We all have thought negative or done some negative ass shit. So I'm gonna say we.
Yeah.
But I just think like we still have a lot of work to do. I think we have a lot of work to do, and in this whole year, people have tend to kind of have like a lot of mental issues right now.
Yeah.
Like I have seen so many people post, and I had to delete somebody on Facebook, like maybe about 4 days ago or something, because all he did all he keep doing is just posting about I don't want to be here no more, and then the next day is like, oh, this and this and that. And then the next day is like, I'm sick and tired of people. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna say I understand what the person is going through because I have not been there, but it's like I don't want to see that shit is so depressing. Like it's so sad, and then people go to social media to express themselves
on,
about
to say, crying out aloud.
Yeah, like to
when
like
they really need the help.
Oh my God, like and I know people use a lot of social media and these major platforms to express themselves, but it's like just go to somebody. You have a cell phone. I'm sure that there's people that you can talk to, and honestly, probably some people don't even feel like they want to talk to anybody because they feel like they may not even listen to them or they may not understand.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Which is understandable, but at the same time, it's like I'm sick of that shit. Like posting negative shit every freaking day on social media. It's like, to me, I don't even log in on Facebook no more. I don't even go on there. The only time I go on there is to post my own stuff, TikTok Club the podcast, and some other shit, and call it a day. Right. I'm not posting. I'm like, I'm in it and I'm out the door because I don't even want to see all the bull crap on. Like, Facebook is so depressing.
Mm-hmm. That's just like the news.
I don't watch the news.
Every time you turn on the news, there's something crazy going on in Atlanta, man. I'm saying people losing their lives, robberies, all.
I don't even watch the news.
All the senseless acts need to be left back. We going forward in 2023. Stay strong, y'all. Stay prayed up.
Yeah, I said, yeah, that's one thing that people need to start doing is to damn pray. Say a good old prayer and yeah. Okay, so what else you want to leave in 2022? I want to leave those people who always talk about what the hell they're gonna do with the upcoming year and they post it on every freaking platform and they talk about what they want to do and how they're going to do it and how much money they want to have and what kind of business they're going to open. Like, listen, next year, please keep it to yourself. There's a lot of negative people that don't want to see you win. Okay. The devil can hear everything, darling. So, what I want you to do is like just be quiet, think about it, write it down. And even if you're not a writer, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't tend to write anything. Hell, have it on your phone. Just put it on your notes on your phone and just call it a day. But everybody who keep on bragging about what the hell they're gonna do and all this other stuff, you would not be successful in life if you keep on posting on social media your next move business wise. Okay, I have seen a lot of people on social media that have opened clubs and all bunch of stuff, and I never knew they was gonna open a club. And like now, that person is like super successful. Like he's, I'm seeing great things on social media. And I'm like, oh shit, stuff like that. I like to see.
Action.
Like, oh shit, you
Instead
have
of talking to action.
Yeah. Oh
action
my god, this person got a business. Okay, let me check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my homegirls, Q. Shout out to iModel Beauty Bar, and like Q, she really like has had her own beauty bar. She never posted nothing like that. I mean, she probably may post coming soon or anything, but never posted the next move. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how you're supposed to move on every single business wise that you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Or that you want to do. You don't just public and put that shit on public every freaking where, because again, people,
you might have a stumbling block and then it don't take off and you say you wasn't gonna say
and then you're gonna look like a freaking fool.
The hater gonna be the one saying, oh yeah, I knew
that motherfucker wasn't gonna do shit. Yeah. Oh, I thought you said you was gonna start your business. What you said? I thought you said you was gonna buy a house. What happened? Because you didn't have the money for it. So something happened. There's stuff like that. Y'all just need to go ahead. Life happens. If you want to go ahead and give yourself a time on when you're gonna do certain things, buy a house, buy a car, open your business, and do a couple of things, fine. I have done that several times. I had quit my 9 to 5 and I went ahead and started my business, and I went ahead and did it in faith. Like, did I tell anybody? Hell no. I just quit my job. Okay. So I mean, it's just like it's y'all just need to stop posting these shits about what the hell y'all gonna do, because at this point y'all the ones who looking like a straight fool, because I'm gonna be the one who look in the next 5 to 6 months be like, oh, what happened to your shit that you said you was gonna do? And I'm gonna be the one talking shit because I'm like, oh, that bitch, and it may sound like a damn hater, but I'm not. But you the one who posted your shit, so I'm looking for your shit. Period. All right, what else you want to talk about? What else you want to leave by 2022?
I would like to leave back, even though I choose a more healthier way of living.
Yeah.
I still got unhealthy habits. Every once in a while, I get sweet tooth.
Really?
Yeah. So those mounds, I like those. Like almond joy mounds.
Almond, I like those.
Eat those.
Those are my favorites.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And then
oh my god, I just with the coconut and all that.
Yeah, I try to cut back on the sugar. That's the what I'm saying. Sugar is what I'm saying. More people addicted to sugar than they really know. Sugar worse than cocaine and crack.
So I'm not addicted to sugar, and even alcohol. Though I'm supposed to have a slice of sugar every single day because I have sickle cell trait. So
that's different.
I literally I'm supposed to have, but I really don't. I don't do sugar. Right. I don't do the only sugar that I will do, and I have stopped, is Dunkin' Donuts, my iced coffee.
Right.
My iced coffee for Dunkin' Donuts, and that's about it. But like chocolate and all that other stuff, I don't do no chocolate.
Like more or less, more salads, more greens, fruits, and vegetables.
Yeah.
More greens, like oatmeal. Even though you might not like it, oatmeal helps lower your cholesterol.
We talked about that.
And blood pressure. And also, it's going to keep that midsection getting right,
What about the women?
It's both men and women. Okay. Watermelon, cucumbers,
Cucumbers in your water.
Right, lemons.
Okay, not eat it just by itself, but like in your water.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
eat it by itself. You can make it with a little salad, tomato and cucumbers together, and put a little
Okay.
Italian dressing on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or you
Okay.
just eat it by itself, like with sprinkle a little whatever you want to
Mm-hmm.
sprinkle, some seasoning or something on it.
Cool.
Exercise. If you just go for a walk,
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes a day, that blood circulation, all that stuff helps. You know what I'm saying? It'll keep you looking a little too sexy for your shirt, your coat, your hat, your jeans, your skirt. For real, try it.
Not too sexy for
I
your
mean,
shirt.
but I seen somebody. You know, he used to like eating a lot of roast beef, pot roast,
Mm-hmm.
steaks.
Mm.
He started getting that gut,
Really?
and he was like, "Man, I don't feel like myself right now, man. I need to get in the gym." He tried
Ooh.
LA Fitness, and then his schedule, because he had kids, he started falling off of that schedule. Then
Mm.
he tried it again. He went to the Crunch. Same
Mm.
thing, ended up falling off of his schedule. He's like,
Mm.
"Man, I've been falling off my schedule, man. I need to find something, like maybe I'll try the boxing gym." He did that for a little while, started falling off because
Mm.
his schedule and the kids. So when he went back to the gym, you know, the owner, you know, he a trainer there. He asked him like, "Hey man, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a while."
Yeah.
And he told him like, "You know, I'm going to school and trying to work, and I got my kids. I got custody of my sons."
Mm.
So the owner told him like, "Look here, man. I'll tell you what. For the time that you don't come in, I'm not gonna keep charging you for it. I'll just charge you for the time you come in."
Mm.
So that kind of started working for him. And then the more he started going, the trainer started telling him little secrets because he wanted to
Mm.
drop the weight. And he was like, "Say, man, you eat oatmeal." And he told him, "Nah, I really don't like oatmeal." He was like, "Yeah, oatmeal could be the best thing for you right now."
Mm.
So he took a shot at it. He started eating oatmeal for breakfast.
Right.
And then during the day, he at the gym early, so it's coming up on lunch. He'll get hungry.
Mm.
He run out and go grab a sandwich or something from fast food, but then he start thinking like it make him feel heavy when he get back in the gym later on. So
Yeah.
some days he'll go and he thinking like what he gonna eat. So he was like, "Man, I went home and fixed me some oatmeal for lunch."
Right.
So
Right.
then I started eating oatmeal for breakfast, and then I'll fix them and take it for lunch and just heat it up at the gym.
Mm.
And,
Okay.
and then when he started seeing his results from him eating the oatmeal and staying physical,
Mm-hmm.
when I seen him, he called me one day. He like, "Man, come by the gym." So I was like, "All right." Pulled
Mm.
up, got to the gym. I walked in the door. I'm looking around for him.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see him.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed my phone and I called him like, "Yo, where you at?" He like, "I'm behind you." He noticed me, but I didn't notice him.
Yeah.
So when I turned around, I still didn't notice him
Mm.
until he waved his hand and was like, "Yo." And I started walking towards him. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I done did it, bro. I done got that off of me." He's like, "Oh, I done slimmed down just like you. I'm eating that rabbit food."
Not the rabbit
That what he
food.
called it because, you know, I was eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. That what he said, rabbit food. And he was like, "Man, you don't believe how I did it. Like, how you do that? Just
Yeah.
working out every day." He like, "I'm been in the gym most of the time, but oatmeal is better than no meal." He's like, "Man, I eat oatmeal now 3 times a day."
I mean, I don't mind eating oatmeal. I put oatmeal in
Yep.
my cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I like Frosted Flakes, so I put like the oatmeal, the cold oatmeal, and I
Mm-hmm.
put it in my cereal, and
Right.
I'll eat it. I would even eat that at night. I mean, I'm not sure about um, lunch, but
I'm gonna tell you, he looked like a little teenager.
really,
Yeah. I
I need
mean,
to
his
try
skin was
that.
clear because that stuff, oatmeal gonna clean your blood, everything.
Hmm.
He dropped that fat off, that gut that he had.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a little kid.
I need to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another thing that I would like to leave in 2022, it's about people wasting each other's time. Okay, personal and business. Um, One thing that I have learned too this year is that people have reached out to me, like on my inbox, about working together and like doing this and doing that. And then as soon as you say the price, they just go ahead and go. So if you, well, I'm talking about business first. If you're not, if you're reaching out to somebody and you know it's going to cost you, you know that person's not going to do it for free. Right now, there's nothing that's going to be free. Okay, so people are doing their jobs. I do PR and all this other stuff, and this shit is not free because whoever I'm reaching out is not going to do it for free for me. So I have to charge you. So if you guys are literally like trying to work with somebody and you're reaching out And then when the person is mentioning their price, you just go ahead and get goals. Stop wasting people's time when it comes to business. Okay. If you're serious about your business and if you're serious about working, just reach out. There's nothing wrong with kind of getting quotes or getting information. But then when you like really show that you're really, really interested and then you go ahead and get goals. And then what makes it worse is you start working with somebody else that makes it so worse and really, really bad. And it's not a great thing for you. Personally, I would say like relationship wise, even when people I see that people are kind of like tend to jump into relationships with others and they know they're not really mentally ready, they're not emotionally ready, they're not financially ready because when you get into a relationship, it's gonna be financial situations. You have to go out and pay for this and pay for that. So I would say this. I'm not gonna say no name, but to few of my friends that literally have jumped into relationships this year, knowing that they're not really ready to be with anybody. And even for other people that I know too, like you're not ready. If you're not ready, don't waste people's time. That shit is for the birds. That shit is so 2016, 15, 14. That's like so old. I think right now everybody is grown enough and know to understand, to like, hey, if I'm ready, I'm ready. Just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just don't even don't even act as you're ready when you know you're ready. If you really just want to go ahead and just fuck the person, just say so. But I think people are scared to say those type of things nowadays.
Yeah.
And I just seen it from experience as far as with my friends and stuff. People are just so scared to like open up and just be like, hey, listen, I'm not looking for somebody right now, but I just want to be your friend. Like they just don't want to say nothing. They just want to act as like, yeah, I want to be your wife or I want to be like your dude or whatever. And yeah, you find out they got other people or they got a double life or a triple life or some other stuff. So yeah, I want to leave that behind. And next year, hopefully, everybody get their shits together. Don't waste people's time and know what you want and when you want it.
Okay. I feel complaining.
Mm,
Complaining needs to be left back
bitching.
because it ain't gonna do you no good. The best thing that gonna happen for you if you woke up that morning gonna happen all day. You alive,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
being grateful for that other day that you got the opportunity to do more,
Yeah.
to be a better person, and saying be some type of positive influence at that time. Who you ever might encounter in your day and passing by. Yeah, so there's nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
You
I
just
mean,
gotta, whatever challenges you face with it, deal with them challenges. However you can overcome them, but don't complain about it because it ain't gonna do no good.
it's like my grandmother always said, it's people out there that are having worse times than you are.
Yeah.
So, you may right now your phone bill may due tomorrow. You don't have the cash for it. Don't complain about it. You may have a roof on top of your head. You may have clothing, and there's people out there that don't have half of the shit that you have. So just be grateful about it. That's one thing that I have been, taught growing up to just kind of be thankful and like don't complain. You'll be rewarded 2 or 3 times. And I used to actually be a complainer before. I used to just be bitching and talking about like, oh my god, why. But like throughout the years, being getting older and wiser, just kind of started learning like just let it go. Just be grateful for what you have now, and then later on you'll be rewarded.
Hmm.
Multiple times. It may not be the same way or the same thing that you want, but other things too. So yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. What else? What else? What else? What else?
Um,
What else?
the being scared and not being compassionate, and what I'm meaning by that is, uh, when all these situations was arising and people's life in their hand, the
Mm.
first thing that a lot of these people did was grab their phone and record.
Oh
But then in
yeah.
the event of nobody intervened and say, hey man, that could have been your brother, that could be your son, your
Mm.
father, your uncle,
Yeah.
your granddad, your
Mhm.
nephew, whoever that this situation is arising about.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody being a separation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It got to be somebody to diffuse the situation, or a few somebodies,
Yeah.
man, women, whoever at that point in time. Don't just grab your phone and film and
Mhm.
waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Hey man, come walk this way with me. You know what I'm saying? Let that go behind you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that person will live another day to tell that story and then look back and be like, dang, yeah, that we arguing over nothing. They might go back later on and shake hands like, yo, man, let's go grab a bite to eat or let's have a drink or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, somebody be done lose their life.
Yeah.
Two people gonna lose their life. Somebody dies, somebody going to prison. You know what I'm saying? And now
Yeah.
that's two families with two tragedies.
Mm-hmm.
Mathematically, it don't add up when you got all these people around. Everybody is sane enough to see what's going on because they're grabbing their phone,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
ain't nobody intervening to say, hey, man, if this happens, this gonna shut down these people'
Wow.
business or whatever the case might be. So, we got to be more on a compassionate side when things like that arise because
Right.
we're losing too many people and young people at that and good people
Yeah,
at
they're
that,
more younger people than anything, really.
not even getting a
Not
chance to
older.
live their life.
That's true.
Senseless.
Um, One thing for me is about people like living off other people's life off social media, like celebrities and all this other stuff. People want to look like them, they want to live like them, they want to have the same thing they have, and the looks and the glam and the Instagram thing. I mean, I understand, a lot of females, they want to look cute for the gram, and the dudes want to
Mm-hmm.
flex for the gram and all that other stuff. I understand. I get you. I was once young as well, but the flexing is what gets me. That's what kind of gets the whole pandemic. It has been nothing but flex, and I think because the damn government is giving all this free money, everybody's buying all kind of shit that
Mm-hmm.
they just putting out there as
It
they
ain't no
want to
free
look
money.
just like the celebrity. Oh yeah, they think that it's free money, but it's not free money.
Exactly.
But like they just it's a, and I'm gonna say they is because a lot of y'all are really just living off these celebrities on social media and like want to look like them and doing the body and the face and like I have not seen not one simple bitch, and I'm gonna say simple, not being like degrading you, but simple meaning like you know uh 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 um stretch marks, a real ass, some real titties with some real nipples,
Mm-hmm.
fucked up ass eyebrows, no lashes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I have not seen no bitch on there that is literally naturally as far as a celeb or nothing like that. Everything I see and nothing but a bag of water in their ass and titties and a flat ass stomach, and the belly button is all the way on top near the damn breast. That's what I see. So it's like, listen, I think that a lot of y'all need to stop living on these celebrities and people on social media. Just be yourself, bitch. Be a bad bitch that you are, or a real nigga, whatever that you are. But don't happen to look at their life. Just do it for you. Do it for your self confidence, or who you want to be, how you want to live your life, and stuff like that. But I'm sick of that shit. People trying to live on other people's social media and then trying to flex on social media about who they are, knowing damn well you don't you're just not who you proclaim you are. Like just don't. I need to stop. Like
Enjoying
I
your
see
life.
somebody that literally was posting all this shit on social media on my Instagram, like the bling bling and all this other stuff, and literally I seen that person driving a Hyundai.
That's a dream. They just trying to
So it's like,
set their
okay, that's
goal
the
at high.
reversed, honey. You need to be like Mark Cuban, wearing Walmart clothes and got billions of dollars and trillions of dollars in his bank account.
There's a lot of them
Okay,
that do that.
yeah, I'm about to.
I really
Well,
know.
listen, I love my Gucci and my
I
LV
know
and
a
all that
lot of
stuff.
people
I'll
like
spend
that.
some money,
I done ran into
but
people like that and everything.
no, like, come on. I was
The
like,
Walmart
oh
shoes,
my god,
the Walmart
did he just?
shoes with the two straps. But then these folks got so much major investments.
I'm like, did
They ain't
this
worrying about none of
dude?
that.
Is that my phone? I'm like, wait a minute, I follow him. Oh, I said, oh my god. It is so, and then the Honda was not even a cute
So,
Honda. It was a beat up ass Honda, and you getting out the damn Honda with
but
all your gold change.
but
Like, y'all need to stop doing that,
but
please, y'all.
but the thing about that is too, some people might have a little hoopty to ride around in the daytime, and
Oh,
you know what I'm saying, and really don't care about that. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because they got nice stuff, but the way these folks drive, running into you and pulling over in front of you, no
that's
signal
true.
light or whatever. They ain't
That's
trying to
true.
get the S560s and Maybachs and shit hit up.
I agree with that. I mean, I agree with that. My only thing is like, y'all should people that should not be like doing all this flexing on the gram and trying to be who other people are on social media,
Hmm.
just based off you know their life and stuff like that.
Right.
All right, what else?
Um, if you scared, say you scared, but leave that back in 2022. You got to face your fears nowadays because with all this stuff going on in this world, you can't let all this stuff bring fear to you in your life, and now you afraid to go places or be out after a certain time or whatever.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, but still, God is in control of everything. You know what I'm saying? God gonna see everything. You can do the best to protect yourself. You know,
Mm.
don't give in to what all this foolishness is doing because when that happens, you're not comfortable. You ain't living the life that you feel you would want to live. So
See,
leave
like
the fears, but you got to face your fears. Whatever it's going to take to overcome it, do that. You
I'm
see what I'm
afraid.
saying?
Like I'm literally like because now that I'm seeing all these things, like women's are being kidnapped, and you can
Martial
even
arts.
you can't even go and go grocery shopping because they over there trying to take you inside of
Right. But
their
see, that's what I'm
van.
trying to tell you. Face your fears. Go join some martial arts classes. Give yourself a firearm. Go to the range. Learn how to use it. Get your concealed weapon permit. Even though it's open carry in Georgia, you still can
Yeah.
get one that covers you in other states.
Right.
So if you got to burn something, you let it happen.
Now verse.
Hey, hey,
Okay.
they get what they gave. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this thing up really quick. So, what is you can probably give one or two or three, whatever. Hey, it's up to you. What is one thing that um, you would like to like see happen to you or for you in the upcoming year? Um, it can be how many things you like, but what is like a couple of things that you would like to um,
Well, I like to move up. See myself making further progression. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, okay,
um, I worked in my career field for what I went to school for and
yeah,
did it for some times, and it was pretty good. But
right,
I still like to progress to be with a nice, in a good
yeah,
position in my
yeah,
field where I'm going to meet people,
yeah,
that I've probably seen before, stuff like that,
right,
and be able to advance and then set myself in a situation where I can help somebody else. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Some of these
right,
young guys is coming up, or
right,
these
right.
young ladies are coming up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, cool. That's good.
There's
Yeah,
progress.
yeah.
And then the next thing is coming up, like our elders will say.
Hmm.
You know, always give what you would like to receive.
Correct.
Manners and respect. Always give that.
Right.
As you live, you ain't gotta have no money. If you got manners and respect, that's gonna take you further than money will.
Hmm.
That's something I always remember.
Right.
That's
That's
what
true.
old people used to say, and I mean, I done experienced that, and I still, see, acts and
Hmm.
stuff like that going on.
Right. Right.
You ain't
Okay.
gotta have nothing but those two things: manners and respect.
Yeah.
And also, the
Definitely
main
gonna
thing you
remember
should
respect.
respect is time.
I just said that earlier.
Hmm.
Respect people's time. These motherfuckers don't respect people's time.
If you don't respect time, you leave you back. You
That's
gotta
true.
respect it because that's all
I
we
am a
got
firm
here.
believer about that.
That's all we got.
Yes, like literally, I've experienced that,
You
and I
can't
don't
rewind it.
ever want that, like anybody to feel that way ever. So that was horrible for me. So yeah, time and respecting people's time. That's really a major thing.
Manners, respect, and time.
Yeah. Cool. All right, y'all. So this was episode number 8, talking about 2022, how everything has been transpiring for the past year, and what we would like to see each other for the next upcoming year, and what we would like to accomplish really for the next upcoming year. So I hope and wish that everybody will have a nice, a safe, um, a happy new year for 2023. I hope that I get to see everybody get to see me in the next upcoming year. Traveling will be, of course, I'm huge on traveling. So traveling will be, first of all, it will be on the books for me for sure in the upcoming year. That's the no brainer. I have to do traveling. So yeah, I gotta get that out of my way. But yeah, I hope that everybody, be happy for the next upcoming year. I hope that God really provides everything that you guys are seeking for, everything that you guys want. anything that will make you happy. And the number one thing is being peaceful and having peace within your mind and having a full heart as well. Okay. Again, you guys follow me on Facebook and on Instagram on TikTok Club the podcast. Make sure you guys go to the Miles Foundation .com. We're having our sneaker ball for next year. It was awesome this year. Next year is gonna be super, 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 super dope. So you guys do not want to miss that. And yeah, that's it, right? All
Stay
right, y'all.
progress.
I am.